Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. Today is Saturday, and I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me for another episode of From the Desk of Dr. Ron. As you can see, I'm bringing the heat again. I want to first tell you all who's coming on my show this Tuesday on the Ask Dr. Ron show. We're having a returning guest, my friend and my brother, who is one of the instructors on teaching people how to understand and learn how to trade on the stock market and the Forex market. So if you've ever had a desire to want to learn these things, you're going to want to join me this Tuesday coming up so that you can hear Norman tell us a story that will change our lives, okay? So come and join me this Tuesday. He's going to come back on the show and try and help you people understand how the stock market works a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. As always, when I go live, I always like to give a shout out to my mentor, Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt and I have been traveling life together for 30 plus years. And out of the 30 plus years that we have been traveling together, he has been a blessing to both me and my family, as well as I have been a blessing to him and his family. And, I talk about my mentor because it's a very specific purpose for you guys to understand the value of a mentor. Somebody that can help you navigate through the ups, the downs, the twists, the turns, and all the curves that occur in life. And it doesn't hurt that your mentor is somebody that you can focus prayer on to help lift them up, help keep them encouraged, and keep them going in the right direction as far as helping their life be continuously blessed. And as they pray for you to help your life, when you're having hard times, it's good to have somebody calling your name out to help you get through what you're dealing with. So get a mentor and then get a show so you can shout your mentor out. That's it. Can't get more plain than that. So as you can see, the right to vote is not a crime yet, okay? And one of the reasons why I'm doing this, because it's electoral season right now for a lot of local governmental vote, offices, people that have been voted into our local aldermanic, mayor, various offices locally. And a lot of people don't pay those type of elections any attention. And I'm trying to encourage you to understand that the right to vote is very important. If it were not so important, many entities would not be trying to stop you from voting, discourage you from voting. I went and looked it up, and I happened to notice that the Constitution guaranteed voting by the 15th Amendment. Now, and I was looking at the 15th Amendment. The 15th Amendment was ratified on February 3rd, 1870, and it grants the right to vote for all male citizens, regardless of their ethnicity or prior slave status. The official text, I got the official text here. It's actually been stored in the Ronald Reagan Library for us to review and to remind us that we have a right to vote. Now, as time went on, history predicts that, there were entities that did not want us to vote. They started coming up with all of these tricks of the trade, as they call them, to stop people of color from voting in local elections. Tell them how many jelly beans is in a jar, so many tricks that they came up with, fear tactics, Ku Klux Klan type organizations, Nazi organizations that came up during the Jim Crow era to discourage people from voting. Well, people say history oftentimes repeats itself, and we are in an era, in a time right now in 2025 where people are trying to discourage you and stop you from voting. Now, let me talk about that a little bit. When the current president, as somebody else coined him, the orange orangutan, I just use it because I like it, it sounds so good, has told people prior to him being the president that you vote for me, you'll never have to vote again. So his plan is to make himself a monarch, a king, and his court jesters, Elon Musk and all the other Republican megas, thinking that they're going to be in a better place by helping him convert himself into a king. So they feel like you will never have to vote again. Vote for him one time and he'll continuously be the king of the United States. Now, that just sounds so terrible, doesn't it? Now, first of all, they brought us over here from another country. They stole us. They got slave labor, free labor, to help make them rich. Their families became rich off the backs of our ancestors. And they don't feel like they owe us anything for that. But now they're continuously trying to make us their subjects, people that we would have to bow down to in order to be able to continuously be a part of this monarchy that he's trying to establish. Well, his role model and idol would be Putin, who is in charge of Russia, USSR, and he has been doing quite well for himself. So, Donald likes the way he does it, and he likes to be, a villain of that magnitude. And people who didn't vote are just as much as responsible as those that did vote. Someone was talking on this week about the numbers of people in the Deep South who did not vote during this presidential election because they felt like, well, he's going to be president anyway. Well, when you don't vote, of course, you're become, responsible for allowing what happened to happen. And he has gotten in office, and he has taken this pen and writing into what he wants to see America to be. And Congress has been missing, MIA, not having anything to say about going against the Constitution and coming up with situations and circumstances that he says, well, this is what I want to see happen, and people are going along with it. The right to vote was established for men. Now, I got to emphasize, for men by the 15th Amendment. And people abused that right to vote by stopping people of African American descent, colored, black, whatever they go by, and brown and Latinos from voting. And we're back at that point again where they are discouraging us from voting. Now, the reason why I feel so led to talk about this on today is because we have local elections going on in our communities right now, and people don't feel like their vote counts. Well, we had a elected official in a local area, Tiffany in Dalton, small suburb of Chicago, and she was the wrong person for the job. So people, you can not vote, and the wrong person can get in office either on a large national level or even on a local government level. So I'm saying all these things to try and encourage people to change their mind about voting. Get out here and make a difference. Cast your vote. Do some homework. I was talking to Miss Wanda, who's been on the show many times before, and I was saying, Miss Wanda, I asked the question. I said, do they have local elections going on over there? And she didn't know. She said, well, I don't know, but I got something in the mail. I said, do you know any other people that are running? Well, no, I don't know. I said, Miss Wanda, go do some homework. Figure out who this is where you live at. This is local town, south suburb of Chicago. But all of our local elected officials have more effect on what's going on in our household than the government, the federal government. Right now, you can vote some people in office that are like-minded, like you, and you can go to them to get products, goods, and services to your house, like taxis, not taxis, but bus service and things of that nature that you need if you're a senior citizen. You need to have access to paratransit and things of that nature. They can make that happen. The federal government can't make that happen, but your local elected officials can say yay or nay, whether we want this happening in our community or not. Whether you got good drinking water, they can vote those things in because they're local, okay? So understand the power and the authority of your local elected officials and vote for people to have like-mindedness. Unfortunately, people have been turned off to voting and elected officials. They ain't gonna do nothing but steal our money. Well, no, don't go there. Teach your children and grandchildren the power of voting. Teach them. Let them know that there were people in your past that died exercising the right to vote. Yeah, that's true. People fought hard to get the right to vote. Our local governments are very important. So please understand, do some research all the way back from the 15th Amendment. And we're still having problems in Congress ratifying black folks having the right to vote. They got to re-ratify it every chance they get. Black Congress officials or the blacks in Congress, I forget the name of the organization, but you want them to be encouraged by saying, okay, we're going to vote. We're going to exercise our right to vote. Privilege that we have. Don't take these things for granted. Don't let the blood of your ancestors that cries out for you to participate in electoral process be in vain. Don't ignore the voices of the past. Yes, we still got things to fight for. Yes, we're still in a struggle. But don't let that guy and the power of the pen make it illegal for you to vote. I'm going to say that again. Don't let the federal government and the power of their pen make it illegal for you to vote because you have a different skin color. That's why I said it's not a crime yet, because he's looking to make it a crime for you to be able to have elected officials that are like-minded like you. Now I'm ranting and raving, yes I am, because I want people to understand that we're in a peculiar time and things are happening at the blink of an eye, and we need to be paying attention to what's going on. So I thank you for following me and allowing me to encourage you. Open your eyes. Stay woke. I talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Stay woke. Understand the history. Understand the power of the vote. If it were not so powerful, they would not be trying to take that privilege away from you. Okay? Don't underestimate. They are trying to take the power of the vote away from African Americans, black, colored, brown, red. If you ain't white and ain't white power, they don't want you to have no privileges whatsoever. That's the time and the period that we're in. So please, please, people, exercise the right to vote. Okay? And don't miss me this week. We're going to be having some interesting conversations about what's going on in the stock market. The stock market has been doing some crazy falling and trying to recover off of all the things that's going on. People who have long-term investment plans, you might want to pay attention because that'll be some of the things that we talk about. That's this Tuesday coming up. I want to invite you guys to go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. When you get over there, please check out all of my advertisers. They have been vetted out so they know what they're talking about. Check them out. I got banners and flyers on the page. Please go over there and check them out. Check them out so that you can help them continue to support me and all the things that I got going on. I need support, and they are definitely a support. Okay? Also, don't forget to join me each and every Wednesday for Street News Now. Every Wednesday when we have a commentary on what's going on in the news in the world from our perspective and our point of view. So do not forget to join me each and every Wednesday. And also thank you for coming by each and every Saturday. Even if you don't catch it in real time, you can catch it the replay. So join me each and every Saturday from the desk of Dr. Ron. And I want to thank all the people that have made donations and contributions up to this point in time. Thank you so very much. You know, these are all the ways that you can make donations. Please continue to do so. Also, don't forget, while you're here, to subscribe, like, and share. Hit that subscribe button, the like button, and share it. There's some other people that need to be encouraged to continue to chase after the vote. Understand who you put in office. A lot of people didn't understand what was going on with the orange-haired orangutan, and now they understand, and it's too late. So now it's going to take much more fighting, much more protesting, much more, everything to make sure that he considers us in the equation when he's doing what he's doing from the Oval Office, okay? So that being said, I just want you guys to know I love you, appreciate you. Keep up the great work. Spread the word. Get your behind out there and vote. And keep paying attention. Don't just let them roll over you, okay? Doing what they want to do the way that they want to do it. Consider yourself part of the equation and allow yourself and your voice to be heard. Stay blessed. See you guys soon. I love you.